the finish of the match is he goes to grab the title. He's going to use it. Nick Wayne comes out. He stops Christian, takes the belt from him. Christian, Darby stand side by side. Darby says, "Go hit him," and Nick Wayne yells at Christian Cage, everything you've done to me, to my mom, about my dad, yeah, blah blah blah," and then just like without any breath, turns and clobbers Darby Allin.
Yeah,
great sell from Nick Wayne. Very like cool, calm, and collected. And then Christian, picks him up, thanks him, or does the pin first. Obviously, I also love
on the forehead, which is incredible.
I love I believe it is as Christian is doing the pin, you see Nick Wayne in the background just walking straight by his mother, not acknowledging her at all.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic, simple thing. So they celebrate in the ring together. Then they go to beat down Darby Allin. And who comes making the save? It's Sting, as Tony Schiavone once said. He goes to make a little bit of a save, but suddenly out of nowhere, Luchasaurus is there, and he stops Sting. And I'm turning to my friend and saying, what's interesting? You have a 3-on-2 here, right? You got a classic wrestling trope, 3-on-2 beatdown. Who else is going to come out? You have these sort of two young guns, Darby Allin, Nick Wayne, these Seattle boys, right? Buddy Wayne, Academy students. They have a lot of connection.
Luchasaurus.
You have Luchasaurus and Sting, the two dinosaurs. And then, you got Christian. And if only there was some person that maybe had some sort of connection to Edge. And as I'm saying this, lights go out.
Yeah.
A video plays while Sting is lying there about to die by Christian Cage's hands. A video plays for like a full minute of a guy driving away in a very nice car, almost Mad Maxian, driving away all the way to Seattle. I don't know where he's driving from, but a place that had fireworks, I guess. And he leaves. He gets out.
I'm thinking it was somewhere in Seattle that they liked.
I was trying to think maybe it was like a WrestleMania thing, like, oh, it's the WrestleMania in the open air stadium sort of thing. I don't know. But he's driving away. This beautiful car, this beautiful leather jacket. We all know that silhouette. He gets out of the car. Lights turn back on. Sting rolled out of the way. Luckily, Christian's like, all right, I guess I'm not gonna hurt Sting in the dark, like I should have. And a re-recorded "You Think You Know Me" plays, and Alter Bridge, Metalingus, or whatever the hell the name of the song is, the actual Edge song plays, and through the smoke,
people lose
their entire gourd is out of their cornucopia of their mind.
Yeah,
and appears Adam Copeland. Edge, the rated R superstar. As David Bixens's band realized, I was gonna say gimmick, a nickname, a copyright name that WWE let go of in 2020. So it's fully available. Rated R superstar Adam Copeland pops up on the screen, does his full WWE entrance. Bringing back memories of The Fiend versus The Miz, where The Fiend's like, I'm going to kill your family, and The Miz is like, hold up real quickly, and let me do my quick spin, let me do my spin and point, and let me now go to the ring, as Sting is literally about to die at Christian Cage's hands. But it doesn't matter, because the moment's too good, and Adam Copeland debuts in AEW, and makes the save. Well, he kind of, he
teases the save,
teases the pain, and then
drills Nick Wayne as hard as he humanly could.
A beautiful fake out spin.
Yeah, and
takes out Luchasaurus. Do you think that bump that Luchasaurus took? Do you think it was better on the chair, or do you think he would have preferred it on the wood?
Probably better on the chair.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I think that's better. I think that's
holy
a better
hell. Kenny Omega is doing a press
Oh,
presser. It's been a long time.
Where's Nick Hausman when you need him?
Did they lose?
Who?
Can he win?
No, they lost.
They never have the losers go. Interesting.
Yeah.
So
Adam
overall
Copeland
with the
one?
Edge stuff,
Yes. Let's talk about Edge.
I'm never gonna call him Adam Copeland. I just hope everyone knows that.
I was gonna ask as well. How long do you think it will take until his contract runs out for AEW, where we call him Adam Copeland?
Oh yeah, he'll be retired officially by the time I'm ready to call him Adam Copeland. And I'm not gonna just say rated R superstar every time. But this is and I talked about this, I think previously. This is a restart for his final act. Yeah. COVID ruined that true return. Yeah, he got the moment initially, but other than that, everything was thrown off from there. And I think he knows that. I think he desperately wants to close out his career his way.
Mm-hmm.
And truthfully, WWE wasn't going to allow that. He went through so many ups and downs there. Yeah, he had some cruddy matches, whatever. But I mean, just think of his character, right? He went through so many different altercations to that character, right? He wins the Royal Rumble, and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna add Daniel Bryan, and you're gonna be heel, kind of. Then you're gonna come back as a babyface in a few months, and then you know what? You're gonna go heel again at WrestleMania against AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna make the Judgment Day. Oh, we lost another babyface. You're gonna go heel again, or babyface again. Like it's not all his fault.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that things went to shit. And I'm just happy he's here because I think this is his best shot to end it the right way. Because I think Edge is still a good pro wrestler.
Yeah.
He does a lot of the things that are so hard so well. Yeah. And I was genuinely excited all over again to see Edge.
Mm-hmm.
I was genuinely excited to see him. And I think that's my ultimate takeaway here is I'm happy to see Edge, and I'm happy to see what's next for this story.
Yeah. I think Edge, talk about the history of Edge. He was a guy that, I mean, him and Christian were like very excited about AEW on the horizon, right? Mm-hmm. Before AEW even got television or whatnot. Then as AEW starting up, who is a name that Tony Khan is trying actively to pick up? That's Edge. He's actively trying to pick up Edge. And then, WWE swoops in and they're like, oh, no. Here's a shit ton of money. He's like, well, I got to take that. And then he debuts beginning of 2020, right? Those first couple months of 2019, think of the alternate scenario. Obviously, we talk about sometimes about the sliding doors of scenario of like, what if CM Punk wanted to come back at the beginning when it was an unsure product? Here's another sliding door. What if Edge popped up in 2019 in AEW?
When he originally negotiated.
Yeah.
Would have been
insane. Would have been something. Now, here he is 4 years later, with Christian in a very hot program that I think has just added more heat to the fire. And I'm very intrigued. I think, this storyline has been very good. I have slight reservations necessarily just because it's AEW and that's not my preference. Slight reservations if it turns into sort of an Edge Christian storyline. I don't want to lose the Darby Nick Wayne stuff, in all of this.
Well, Darby's lost about 1 million times, so he's not getting another title match. I'll tell you that.
Sure, but you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah. I don't want this to turn into old man versus old man. As much as it will still do that, but I trust AEW to not.
You'll get a cool trios match out of it. You're gonna get Darby versus Nick Wayne out of it. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get I don't know, Sting and Edge teaming. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get the big trios match, like I said, like that's gonna be awesome. Wherever they put that, there'll be a sick main event for like Collision, and you'll get Christian versus Edge, which of course you have to have Christian versus Edge. But I think it's all going to connect because of the Nick Wayne turn, right? That's not going away. That still is the key part of the story moving forward, with or without Edge. And I think that's the exciting part. I just think there's so much going for this story. I don't think it's gonna just be old man versus old man. Um, and even when the match happens, I'm gonna be excited for it because it's probably gonna be like this just gnarly brawl. You know, like it's gonna be like a old man lucha brawl, which are great if you have the right people doing it. Edge is probably gonna bleed buckets like he used to when he was, when WWE allowed that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I think they're gonna kill it. I do. I
Yeah.
do. I think this story's gonna keep killing it because they have the right people telling the story. It's been Christian Cage's brainchild, I'm sure, most of this time.
And
He's gonna
I'll
continue.
say Darby's too. I mean, Darby, the whole Nick Wayne stuff that's been included and everything.
Yeah, that's true. They brought that from the Swerve stuff to this full on, right?
It
Because
worked.
obviously that was the start, and we were doing both feuds at the same time with Darby, but they pretty much went full send on this, and that was the right choice.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. This has been great work from both of those guys, and bringing Edge. Yeah, and I'm excited to see what Edge can do. I think the continuation of this feud is easy. The bigger question with Edge is what do you do post that? Another question, we'll figure this out down the road. Is Edge a draw in AEW? That's obviously a question. With WWE, it was kind of like, well, not as much of a draw as we all thought he was. But will he draw this audience?
Well, he might be to bring WWE fans over.
That's a great get, and that's someone that you might want to do. We'll see what that looks like.
Because that's a different draw as opposed to WWE draw.
That's a great point. This is a guy that he has been a WWE lifer his entire career, right? He has never been to any other place. I don't even know. I have to assume
this will be the first time he wrestles in a non-WWE ring since 2001, where he did like a random indie, which was a Brian Pillman memorial show.
Yeah. But he has been
But other than that, I don't.
No, yeah. He's been in WWF since 1997. He has did some indies and did some various stuff. He did I'm guessing some 2 jobs for yes, he did 2 jobs in WCW.
He even did a house show in '96.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're right. That is a WWF logo.
Like
he's been in
WWF,
this,
so it's like it dates back so far.
Since '96. Wow. And he had like 20 matches under his name or whatever. This guy has been a WWE lifer, WWE Hall of Famer, and this is a huge get for AEW. The question is how huge of a get it is, how much of an impact he can have on this feud moving forward and feuds to come, and what that can look like. Can his work rate he's older obviously than he would have been in 2019, 2020. He's been wrestling for a couple more years, so he's been that whole grind. He's had some injuries while in WWE in this last run. What does can his work rate maintain? These are all questions that hopefully we will have answers to in the coming weeks. It sounds like you said, it sounded like he is working weekly.
So let's get to this. I think his is the most important presser.
Yeah.
And he has a lot to say. So we'll start off with Tony saying he's the newest member, signed a full-time deal. He's going to be there every week. It's been a long time since he's worked this much. Edge said he's here to contribute. He wants to help, and that's why he's here. He's driven by challenges. Says he's never been in the ring with Samoa Joe. Today was the first time he shared a ring with Sting. He says he felt free. It felt fun. It took him back to his indie days when he was Sexton Hardcastle. It's a gift to feel that way 31 years into your career. Emphasizes he's going to be here every week, not 3 months. I'm a full-time guy.
It's real quickly. It's amazing how often people leave WWE and the very first thing they say or film is freedom.
Yep. Tony Khan has already said that he will be on Dynamite this Wednesday, so we're not waiting for Adam Copeland. They said as well something about shooting that video, which I don't care. Sorry, they shot it for 3 hours. Darby was there. He shot it.
It felt like a Darby video.
Yeah. Tony says Adam Copeland will be working both Dynamite and Collision this week. Then the next week's Tuesday Night Dynamite. What? Does Tuesday Night Dynamite?
Yes, it's Title Tuesday.
Oh, Tony notes it will be his birthday, and Copeland will have his first match against Luchasaurus on that show.
On Title Tuesday?
On Title Tuesday.
Oh, all right. All right. So, assuming he's not working, he's not working Collision. He's just going to be there. So, yeah,
we're going to bucket list items for Edge.
Okay, Samoa Joe.
He says, from a quick look in the roster, he came away with 14 names right off the bat. Joe.
Yeah.
Moxley.
Hold on, can we break it? Can we break down each name as you bring it up?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
So Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe would be great.
Yep.
Two old guys, but great. I feel like. You said Moxley, easy.
Yeah.
He's never. I don't think he would have ever worked Moxley.
No, he's never worked these guys, except for Claudio. I think maybe
at the end of Claudio's run, beginning of Edge's. Maybe
definitely not in the most recent one. Let me see.
He might have. Yeah, he might have worked Cesaro when he popped up on SmackDown in like 2013.
They never worked each other in a singles match, only in Royal Rumbles.
Oh, okay. So you got Samoa Joe, Cesaro, Claudio, and Moxley.
That's
right?
The same. Yes, and Kenny Omega.
Okay, easy peasy. Canadians.
Easy money.
Canadians.
Easy money.
Winnipeg to Ontario.
He would love to work on creative parts of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
That's not shocking.
This is his first time in his career he really has creative control, if you also think about it. You talk about freedom, but like legitimately, this guy has been a WWE lifer. This is the first time he's ever going to have creative control. Truly. I think he had a lot. I think he had some of it. Like, he certainly pitched stuff and they would use his ideas. I fully feel like Judgment Day was his idea. It
was, and then
it quickly got away from him. Yeah, it quickly got away from him,
which is a classic.
So I'm intrigued because I don't think all those ideas were great ideas for in WWE, but I'm interested to see. I would like to think that him working with Christian be like, your ideas are good, Edge, but Darby's ideas are also good. We should listen to Darby's ideas. He's got to figure the pulse.
He says the brand Alter Bridge, the theme goes wherever he goes. He pretty much owns it. And maybe the best line. Edge says his daughter told him he should be with Uncle Jay. Christian Cage. So I think that alone probably helped him make his decision, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that certainly helped.
She's absolutely right. He should be with Christian to end his career.
I completely agree.
He one's heel and one's babyface now. We'll get there where they have their matches.
Yeah.
Edge gave himself 2-3 years. Mm-hmm. He's past that and is going to have another probably full run.
Did I assume it would have been in there? Tony Khan didn't say length of deal.
Did not say length. No.
Okay. But full time.
Full time, which is still a pretty big deal.
Full time, I would assume at least a year. I think that's an obvious thing. At least a year.
MJF obviously followed, but I'll save that for now.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's interesting. He said 14 people and he named 4. I would love to know what young names are on that list, because that was a lot of old people that he just wants to work with, and they're all great. But I would love to know what, and maybe he's saving that because maybe that's like the eventual, coming up feud stuff.
I mean, Jay White's the one that jumps out to me.
Oh, did he? Oh, wait, did he list all 14?
No, he didn't. No, I'm just saying of people I'm sure he probably has in his brain.
Yeah, I think it depends to me how at the hip he is with Darby Allin, or if this is just sort of like a one-time thing and then he moves on to something else.
Yeah.
I think that would
Edge and Christian, Edge and Kenny is going to be phenomenal. I firmly believe that.
I think
also
that would be great.
Edge and Christian versus the Young Bucks will be very, 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 very cool. Because the Edge and Christian can still go, dude, unlike the Hardys.
If I was Tony Khan, that is 100% a match he will book at one point. Is Edge and Christian versus the Hardys?
Oh yeah, I mean he'd be silly not to.
Yeah, and then we'll get some run-ins from the Dudleys.
I wouldn't be shocked. I watched Devon wrestle a match. If he can run those 6 out there one more time, he's gonna do it.
Yeah, he'll life finds a way.